It originally started, the idea came from another team that the girls were on. She was like assistant on that team, and that team had some friction. They fell out. We were in Atlanta, and Trina was like, we could just do this ourselves. I'm like, I don't know. And it kind of just took off from there. We started talking about names, colors, and went and got a DBA, and
Here we are.
we're here now.
What do I like the most? Just traveling.
Traveling.
Traveling, and I like to like watch the competition and see our competition, because then that makes me eager to more get on stage.
I live for it. Like, I love watching the girls. As much problems we have during practice, when they hit that stage, it's like we see it all come together. That's everything right there. And that's what I do it for, whether we come in first, second, or third, which y'all know. It's just watching them and seeing how we can grow. I watch each competition and each time they perform, and I'm looking forward to what we can do better next time.
I think one of my favorite things is to watch practice and to watch how they choreograph their whole skit. And then when they get out there on the stage, it's like, whoa, it really actually unfolds and it looks really good. That's one of my favorite things.
My favorite part of STEP is the competition. Watching it all unfold out there, the kids after when they falling over the floor, knowing they gave their all. That's my funnest part, is coming and watching them. It makes it all the worth it when they come home with that plaque or that trophy or their smiles, and you know, that's what I enjoy most.
One of the most challenging things is making sure Coach Trina does not yell.
Well, my mom being the coach, it's harder because she's able to like yell at me more. And then when we get home, it's even worse.
Some of the most challenging things on a STEP team is that when we have to learn other stats, some people don't get it, and so we have to keep teaching them.
My hardest part about being a parent on this team is Chanel from the beginning was, she wasn't really a stepper. So she gradually became a stepper. So it was watching her get to where she needs to be today. So that was the hardest part, watching her get screamed at, the crying, the nights where she went home and I just wanted her to quit, but she wouldn't quit. That was the most trying part, but it's getting easier because now I know she can handle it. But in the beginning, it was pretty much just her being on this team, learning how to step, period, because she wasn't a stepper, really.
What I'm feeling lately is, wow, like I was looking at pictures and to see how fast they're growing up, how much they're changing, and it's amazing. Like we've had some of these girls since they're like 10, and now they're teenagers and they're about to go in high school, so a lot of them have changed dramatically.
And as you go on through the years, their attitudes, their personalities, because they're more comfortable with you now. So that is the most challenging thing. Like, they become like your children, and one of them is my child, and her attitude and things like that. That becomes the most challenging, is building and keeping the trust and the foundation and remembering why you're doing it. That is the most challenging thing because the girls are definitely growing up.
But like looking at us now, I think we've grown so much and we've learned so much, and the girls' confidence level has went up like 1,000,000 times more than it did when we first started. I think we've learned as coaches as well.
Yeah.
So I see the growth from the first show to now. That's what I see.
Yeah, that's what I see too. I mean, I see the girls' growth, but I see ours too. I see that we've gotten wiser in what we're doing. We've gotten more knowledgeable in what we're doing, I should say.
Yeah, definitely.
I think when we started off, it was more or less we were just putting our feet in the water, but now we swimming.
We actually gained more of a family. You know, being in Albany, we don't have family, so being a part of a team, we have family.
For me, it was I gained the respect for my child because this is actually I don't raise a quitter. I gained respect for Chanel and understanding that she does have a voice of her own, and that when she speaks, sometimes you should listen to your child, even though they are children. Because to see her today to where I seen her 3 years ago, I respect her, and I tell her that every time she steps on the stage, I respect you.
I mean, it's affected me in very good ways because I get to go places, get coats and get stuff, but I mean, it's not like I miss my friends. I really don't. So this team has done good for me.
It made me more confident in myself. It made me know that I can do the best I could and still achieve, like reach my goal.
For me, my goals are what I see for the team hasn't changed, and for the girls is maintaining a sisterhood, maintaining your life, maintaining integrity, learning how to balance your life, learning conflict resolution. Those things never change for me. But also, a big thing that I like for them to learn is if you give everything that you have and you lose, it's okay. Because in life, you're not always going to win. So if you give everything you got, don't ever look down because of that.
Because you want to hear what I got to say. In first place with a score of 386. Three-time champion of this competition. In case you didn't hear, this is their three-peat of winning this competition right now.